Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. I am your science teacher Usma Ahmed. Today we will start unit number 8, transmission of heat. Transmission of heat means transfer of heat from one place to another. There are three modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection and radiation. We have already studied about conduction in our class. Now we will study about convection. Students, now open your science books, page number 82. Our topic is convection. Okay, what is convection? The transfer of heat in which molecules of a medium actually move to the source of heat energy to absorb heat and then move away from it. For example, take a beaker and put small pieces of paper in it. Fill half of the beaker with water. Heat the beaker by a spirit lamp. We shall see that pieces of paper rise to the top of water, move sideways and sink to the bottom. The water in the beaker also gets warmer. The molecules of water absorb heat energy from the bottom of beaker and rise to the top. Other surrounding molecules of water come to the bottom to absorb heat energy. Convection usually occurs in liquids and gases. It doesn't occur in solid because in solids particles of the medium are held close to each other and they can't move from one place to another. The upward and downward movement of molecules of water or air is called convection current. We can observe convection current in our surrounding. Convection current also take place in atmosphere. The heat from the sun warms the air near the ground. The warm air expands and becomes lighter in weight. As warm air rises, colder air rushes in to fill its place near the ground. The process continues. Birds like eagles, hawks, vultures, and gulls take advantage of this phenomena. They enjoy gliding. Okay, what is gliding? Gliding means to move continuously without flapping of wings. During gliding flight, a bird doesn't move its wings but glides on air current. In this way, birds can save a lot amount of energy. Okay, students, our next topic is application of convection. We can observe the use of convection current in our surrounding. Household ventilation. Household ventilation can make our house cool. The air which we breathe out is warmer and lighter. It moves up in the room to go out of the ventilator near the top side of the valve. Fresh and cool air enter the room through windows and doors. This is all about household ventilation. Now our next topic is radiation. Okay, what is radiation? The transfer of heat energy from a hot body to a cold body directly without heating the space in between the two bodies is called radiation. For example, when we sit in the sun or in front of a heater, we feel warmth. Heat energy reaches us by radiation. This heat can't reach us by conduction because air is a bad conductor of heat. Similarly, this heat can't reach us by convection as the hot water rises upward rather than sideways. If we put a cardboard or a plastic sheet between us and the source of heat, we no longer feel warmth. So we can say that heat from the sun or a heater reaches us by radiation, which requires no medium. Okay, next is the application of radiations in our daily life. Every object emits or radiates some amount of heat. For example, when we sit beside a fire, the heat of fire reaches us by radiation. The cooling fins at the back of a refrigerator needs to radiate its heat quickly to the surroundings. Its surface is made rough or painted black. During summer, it is usually advised to wear white or light colored cloth. This is because white color absorbs less heat than dark colors. Greenhouse effect. In cold areas, a greenhouse is used for better growth of plants. Radiation from the sun passes through the glass or plastics and warm up the soil and plants. Plants and soil absorb and emit radiation and increase the temperature in the greenhouse. Plants grow well in increased temperature of the greenhouse. Okay students, our next topic is vacuum flask. Okay, what is vacuum flask? The vacuum flask is a container which can keep hot things hot and cold things cold. The vacuum flask reduces the rate of transfer of heat by all the three ways like conduction, convection and radiations. Next is the construction of vacuum flask. The vacuum flask is also called thermos flask. It is actually two thin glass or metal bottle. One side the other, air between the glass wall is removed to create vacuum. The vacuum prevents the transfer of heat by conduction and convection. The walls of both bottles are coated with aluminium on the vacuum side. These silvered and smooth glass walls prevent the transfer of heat by radiation. The lid of the flask is made from a bad conductor such as cork or plastic. Only a little amount of heat is lost by conduction through the lid. The thin walled glass bottle is protected by fixing it in a metal or the plastic container. In this diagram, you can see the different parts of vacuum flask. Student, this is all about convection and radiation. The assignment of this chapter will be sent in your WhatsApp group and you will solve this assignment on your science copies. Okay students, Allah Hafiz, take care of yourself.